Wow. Dusties bring drama. They bring a whole lot of trauma. The financial implications. Oh, it's just too much stuff in the nation. I'm going to have a different take than what you may normally think on this, but that's okay. We are here to have the conversation. We can agree to disagree. It's okay. We have different perspectives. So look on the screen. You probably seen it by now. Here's a young man who worked in a store. He actually had a business partner. So I guess they own 50% of the store. And here's the other partner. She is in tears. Honey, I understand. I so understand. Let's go ahead and get to it. Put yourself in a position and not what happened is unfortunately he overreacted big time, made a bad decision. But let's get to it and then I'll return with commentary. Check it out, people. Fair use.
Hospitalized tonight after being shot while waiting in line to see the Easter Bunny at the mall.
A store owner who shot her by mistake while chasing a pair of suspected shoplifters is behind bars. Rick Chambers live at the Loma Linda University Medical Center where Ava is recovering tonight. Rick?
Yeah, and that's the good news. Ava is going to recover. These are not life-threatening wounds. She just won't be able to play softball as quickly as she would like. She was with her two siblings and a younger cousin. They were there in line to get their picture taken. They were excited about that. And then the gunfire.
Oh, man.
9-year-old Ava Truniak smiles from her hospital bed after being shot 3 times Tuesday evening while standing in line to see the Easter Bunny at this Victorville mall.
She had 2 bullet holes through her forearm. Those are the ones that went through and through. But the third one, it entered up here and it fractured the bone.
Doctors believe that there's also nerve damage, but they won't know the extent until the bone heals.
Oh, I was freaking out.
Robin Saldarelli is Ava's grandma. She was FaceTiming with Ava and her mom right after the shooting as they were being helped by a shop owner.
He ushered them in. They went to the back room, and the shop owner put a towel on it because there was a lot of blood. And it wasn't until after he took the bloody towels off that he realized she had been shot.
Ava was then airlifted here to Loma Linda.
She's doing okay. She's doing okay as long as she's sedated. She still cries when she moves her arm.
20-year-old Markel Cockrell is said to be the man who pulled the trigger. He's a shoe store owner at the mall of Victor Valley and was chasing 2 shoplifters when he suddenly opened fire. Cockrell, though, then fled the scene. But Nevada police spotted his golden BMW, similar to this one, about 9 p.m., and then arrested him some 144 miles northeast of Victorville near Prim. Police say Cockrell's handgun was recovered in the car. No word yet on when Ava may be released from the hospital. As for Mr. Cockrell, he's being held on $1 million bail tonight, awaiting extradition here to California.
Wow, $1 million bail. You are so not getting out. That's why I don't understand when we have people that are actually killed and they're getting $25,000, $40,000. What? $200,000 bail? Someone's dead. I'm not understanding that. But $1 million bail, somebody's going to have to come up with $100,000. Now, here's the deal before I get to the next video. Just imagine you own a business and everybody's not getting the bank loan. I started when I was in business, still first business I ever had. It was a friend that showed up for me. Yeah. He was wealthy. His mother's a doctor. His dad a retired oil man. He's like, girl, Caucasian guy, you work so hard. You need your own business. And before I knew it, it was like, I'll put $20,000 of my money. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? And, kind of went from there. So, and then I did put in my own money too. So imagine you start a business, okay? You may have cashed in your 401k. You may have been saving in for a lifetime, working hard like a dog. And a business is not a darn easy 9 to 5. You think that's hard? Be a business owner. So imagine you start a business, put all your money into it, sweat equity, tears. So you're working so hard, no help, and you get it off the ground, and some fool comes in and steals from you over and over and over again. So keep that in mind, okay? Just keep it in mind. You may have put 20, 30,000, 40,000, whatever the amount is to get it going. You keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and look at the next video. And someone comes and steals from you. That happened in Florida. A man stole some kind of little, I don't know, it was a hardware store. And the guy walked in with his dad. And while the dad was making a purchase, or the mijo decided to go in there and try to steal, looks like, I think it was a hatchet. No, it was a knife. Try to steal like some very long knife. And the business owner saw it on camera, went to the guy, had a gun. The fool that was trying to steal the knife, you should have just put the knife down. A scuffle ensued, and as the would-be thief, Mijo, was trying to get out the door, determined to steal that knife. Fool, the business owner got a dang gun. Put it down. No. He gonna still try to make it out. So a scuffle ensued. The owner had a gun, and the owner shot and killed him. Yeah. Well, he didn't have to kill him, and he didn't have to try to steal. Use his daddy as a shield while you buy, I'm gonna go steal. He didn't have to kill him, and he didn't have to steal from him. Is it justifiable? No. Emotions. Emotions getting all tied up, and you're thinking, oh, this is my property. Somebody just come. That's just like you let somebody just come, ladies, and just go ahead and just grab your purse, especially the mammies. Well, yours is already getting snatched by the Dusties. Sir, let somebody just go ahead and come, you just grab your property. That's what I think is happening, and you work so hard, and then the owner, if you do not think, you get so emotionally charged, you're thinking, I'm protecting what's mine at all costs. It wasn't worth it. It would have been easier. Let that, you got them on tape, press charges, and given the amount, nothing probably would have happened. And then before you know it, all these lax laws, they're just in your store, just ripping you off. So the business owners, I think they're getting so emotional, and they're not thinking, and they're reacting. So here is his business partner. Okay? Check this out. Fair use. Horrible all around.
Sorrow tonight from the co-owner of a shoe store, whose partner has been accused of shooting a little girl at a Victorville mall. The accused gunman is behind bars tonight, while the victim is in the hospital at Loma Linda. And that's where KCAL9's Nicole Comstock is live right now with that story. Nicole?
That little girl will have to spend another night here at the hospital under observation. And tonight, the suspect's business partner tells us she wants her family to know all she cares about is that Ava gets justice. As police work on extraditing Markel Cockrell back to San Bernardino County, where he's accused of shooting a 9-year-old girl named Ava inside the mall of Victor Valley. His business partner is expressing her heartfelt sorrow over what happened to the resilient little girl, who kept a smile on her face, even during her ambulance ride to the hospital.
It broke me. That's what touched me. So that, when I seen that little girl smile, I knew I had to do the right thing.
Amarani Sanchez says the right thing for her to do now is permanently shut down her shoe store, Soul Addicts, and offer help to Ava and her family.
I just thank God.
Ava's grandma tells us the 9-year-old's shattered arm should heal on its own.
I'm glad they caught him, and he will definitely pay for this.
I don't care about the shop. That little girl, she's in my prayers.
But truth be told, the resale sneaker shop was Sanchez's dream. And the 21-year-old tells us she now realizes she made a big mistake by bringing Cockrell on as her business partner.
This was my dream, you know, and for someone who didn't have the right mindset as me to just take it away, it really hurts.
Police say Cockrell was chasing shoplifters out of the store Tuesday night when he started firing a gun inside the crowded mall, and he hit Ava instead. At the time, she was standing in line to take a photo with the Easter Bunny.
His shirts got stolen, and he just overreacted.
Sanchez says her store has been targeted by thieves before, and that she handled it the professional way when she purchased theft insurance.
So we knew it was going to come. I just don't know what was going through his head to even pull it out.
Emotional.
But it could have been solved so differently.
It could have been solved so differently. I think he became too emotional. Too emotional. Oh, I'm gonna stop it. I see him. I'm gonna stop him. I think that's what happened. And then the mall was crowded. Why you pull out the gun? The mall is crowded. The mall being crowded. So you just shoot so emotional. You just shoot indiscriminately and you miss them. You done missed the dust buckets. And now a child been hit. So her dream is shattered. And I want to play this one more time, the small part that she said.
You know, and for someone who didn't have the right mindset as me to just take it away, it really hurts.
Police say Cockrell was...
Wow.
This was my dream. You know, and for someone who didn't have the right mindset as me to just take it away, it really hurts.
Now, so ladies and gentlemen, did you hear what she said? Someone who didn't have the right mindset. When you pick up dust, things like this can easily happen. So much for Barbara the builder. Not on the same page. Why do you think in business, people, it's not just entertaining having some drinks in business when you're meeting? No. It's not just that. People want to see how you conduct yourself in person. Yeah, they want to see what you're about, your mannerism, how you handle yourself. It's not about, get some drinks and some drinking and you, yeah. Oh, no. Want to see what you're about. Didn't have the right mindset. She purchased the insurance. But see, he's got himself highly emotional and sees everybody's different. You have to stop and think. Highly emotional. Oh, I see him. I'm gonna go after him. And then the adrenaline is going, and you just tunnel vision. You can't see nothing else. And now look. So he's now with $1 million bond. Child Ava sitting up here injured, which she will be okay, thank goodness. Her dream is shattered. Looks like you're going to be operating, I don't know how long you've been in business, but looks like you're going to be operating at a loss this year, sweetheart, plus a lawsuit, sweetheart. I didn't do it. You're the owner, co-owner, sweetheart. Business shut down, loss of revenue, sweetheart. Then you sign a lease. No one signed a 6-month lease in the mall. How many you signed a lease for? Breach of contract. Exposure to litigation. So closed business, loss of revenue, operating at a loss, lease, breach of contract, lawsuit as a co-owner because of the injuries to the child. 21 years old, she had a hell of a start. Her own business. You go, girl. And look what's happened. But here's the thing about it. Everybody wants to concentrate on this guy. What he did was wrong. Being emotional. Whoa, let's back it up. What about the dust buckets that stole from the darn store? What about them? Because had they not come there and stole from the store, this wouldn't happen. Do you see why I can't stand Dusties? I don't care what happens to them. I don't want your sob story. You see why I can't stand Dusties. Had they not come and stole from a store, he wouldn't have caught them. He wouldn't have got all emotionally charged up. He wouldn't have chased them and pulled a gun and shot the 9-year-old. And the 9-year-old would not be in the hospital. And the store would not be closed. and the business would not be closed down. They wouldn't have to break the lease. They wouldn't incur legal fees. All because some Dusties decide to come in and steal some darn shoes. That's the part people are not looking at. I don't know his background, from the streets or what. Because they decided to steal some darn shoes. That's what set it off. People don't want to look at that. Well, they just stole some shoes. And people that talk like that, you are just as ignorant. Let's see your behind, get you a business going, boo. It's hella hard work. Why do you think you got some business owners that own it, plus they sometimes also work in the business? A lot of overhead. Her dream is shattered. Wait for litigation, because I would more than likely guarantee it's coming. Those hospital bills, he'll be paying for them, and so is the business owner. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Therapy. If you can get away to a couple $100,000, that's going to be paid out. Well, insurance can pay, yep. Now let's go start that new business. Are you really that stupid? Unless she's just leaking cash. Then the insurance is going to be exceptionally high, because they'll look at your loss, your risk assessment. They'll look at, been in business for how long? Oh, then you had this, and your business partner shot, and we have to pay out this. Like you're going to get a favorable rate. All because some Dusties had to walk in there and try to steal some darn shoes. Do you not get the message? When I say Dusties bring drama, they bring trauma. Good example. Look at all that's happened over some darn shoes. I have to tell you, it happens in the Black community all the time. That's why grand opening, boop, grand closing. Welcome to the BC. It happens in the BC all the time. All the time. They just steal you blind. So now his life is ruined. Oh yeah, it's over for you, sweetie. It is over. But did you hear what she said? Who she chose? So I don't know if he's got a background from the streets. I don't know if he just came emotionally overcharged, and I think that's probably part of it. Adrenaline going, can't even stop and think, hey, stop, cool down. The mall is crowded. But all you see is your sacrifice. You're working so hard, and then you run out there and you just start shooting. Can't even see. Stop and think, breathe. But it didn't have to be. This didn't have to be. I'm sure he never saw this coming. Sure, I don't know. Like I said, he never saw this coming. Maybe he thought it was just going to go today. I'm going to work in my store. But like she said, she just thought about who she brought on. Too emotional. And he made a decision, and it's a hell of a bad decision, because look what's happened. But let's not forget, somebody decided to steal from the store. Let's not forget that part. That's what set it off. Like a drunk driver. All those people where he kind of ran a red light, or he was drinking. Also, if his drunken behind had been drinking and got behind the wheel of that car, he would have ran the red light and we wouldn't have all this drama. This is what Dusties bring. I'm sure he never thought the day he went to work in that store feeling proud this was going to happen. But the Dusties, even Dustinas, and they come in all nationalities, stealing. I can see it happening. That adrenaline going, and see a lot of people don't understand that, because you haven't had a business. You don't know what it's like. You haven't worked hard and sacrificed for anything. It's like somebody now. Oh, they finna go to the car. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and call the police, but I'm gonna go out. I'm not gonna just sit up here and go, hey, what are you doing? You better, I need you to back it up. And I'm not going out there empty-handed. Well, it's okay. You already got to. That don't mean a damn thing. You not finna roll up out of here, piece of crap, with an SUV. Not if I can stop it. No. And it's not even worth me pulling the trigger. You understand? It's not even worth it. Plenty of insurance can, go get a new. It's not even worth it. But it's the idea when you work hard for some shit and someone comes along just to go ahead and be all hood, red, and ghetto and trailer park trash and whatever. I don't care if it's Miho, Mr. Wong going wrong. Just want to come and just feel entitled. I'm just going to go ahead and take it. I wish she could have got the ones that stole the shoes. But look what also we have to think. Would I want to go out there and, pop a cap in somebody for trying to get an SUV? No. But you stop and think if you work for some things. And that's what happens. The emotion, we have to stop and think. We have to stop and think. And he didn't. It's like somebody's in your house. You come home, you got the CCW, you're in your car, and you see them. Oh, they finna move you out. You're just gonna stand and go, "Hey, you guys better stop doing that. You better put my sofa down, witch. I'm not paying with you. Hey, no, I got that painting from in France at an auction. That cost me a lot of money. I had to work so hard for shit. It's not gonna happen. So we have to think. If you're gonna shoot, hey, shoot the tires to the truck so that it doesn't leak and call the police. But more than likely, they might be strapped. So we have to think. It's human emotion to want to protect our shores. Have to think. So he became too emotional, and now look. But don't forget, let's not just see, oh, that's the bad guy on the screen. He overreacted, the bad guy on the screen. Whoa, let's back it up with that. So she handled it the right way. Got theft insurance. I think him being a business owner, he became too darn emotional. Couldn't think. Too many people. And if you know you're not a good shooter, when the last time you went to the shooting range? Shot into a crowd. They said it was a crowded mall. And that's when the thief is going to come more than likely. They can get lost in the crowd. That's pretty much the idea. And now we got a 9-year-old. They should definitely go ahead. I hope and pray there's a camera. Do they catch the thieves? Please, please. I hope they catch them. And guess what? Hold them accountable. The thieves caused all this drama. I believe the baby took 3 bullets, poor thing. They need 10 years per bullet. Wish it could be federal, but probably not. 10 years, whoever stole those shoes, they need to get at least 30 years each. And what they can do, get a picture of the shoes and put them in a jail cell and let them know, you're here because of this shoe. Fool, you can't even wear them in the prison. I hope they find them and take a picture of those shoes and let them know, this. You got 30 years, both of you. Or however many they are. You got 30 years. This is what you risk your life for. That's why I hate Dusties and the Dustinas that hatch them, and I can't stand the mammies. I hate low performing people, male and female. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I'm sure this is a different take than what you may have anticipated. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share the video. Please hit the notification bell. Woo! Just all around. Didn't have to be, but don't forget, this all started due to the actions of thieving Dusties. And I'm out.